Election Day. Keke Palmer is back as my co-host. I love having you here. I'm so glad.
Oh my gosh, I love this. You're so fun.
Well, no, you're so sweet to be here. It is Election Day, so it finally is Election Day. We'll talk about that. It's also our True Crime Tuesday show. You're going to meet a mom who's stopping at nothing to try to free her son, who she believes is wrongly convicted of murder. You'll hear directly from her, and also from her son in an exclusive jailhouse interview. We also sent our favorite roving reporter, Candace, to the Country Music Awards. Now, Candace was in our audience a couple weeks ago, and when Martin Short was co-hosting, and she basically assaulted Martin Short. And she was so fun that we started using her, and she sent her places. And she originally came because she wanted me to like her Facebook page because her barbecue restaurant in Houston isn't doing too well. So she wanted to get some attention to it. So we're trying to help her get attention to her small business and other people.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Anyway, she's a lot of fun.
Cool.
All right, so you voted for the first time.
Yes, it's so cool. I had to vote absentee.
Right.
I'm here.
Yeah.
But I was so excited.
That's your ballot right there.
Yes, that's it. Lauren Palmer, my real name. I felt like a true adult doing that. I actually had to call my mom to help, explain some of the props to me. But other than that, I did it all on my own.
Was it exciting to vote for the first time?
It was really cool. It was exciting. My mom has been talking to me about politics and stuff like that since I was a little kid. It always makes people laugh because I remember a specific moment when I was like 6 years old. My mom said, "Bill Clinton's done a lot for you." And I'm like, what is she talking about? And so I guess that was her early planting the seeds of just, staying aware.
Right, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you there's a lot of folks now in New York, in the New York area, Staten Island, where it's really hard for them to vote, obviously, because, their communities are devastated.
Yeah.
And they've obviously, they're trying to just get out of the cold and figure out how to rebuild their lives. And so it'll be, interesting to see if they're even going to be able to vote. Or a lot of people are confused even now in the New York area where to vote because polling stations have moved because of the storm. You've been working with Covenant House.
Yes, I have. You actually guys can check it out, covenanthouse.org. I went down and spent some time, donated some food and stuff like that just to help the people out there.
That's really sweet.
Yeah,
That's a nice thing
check
to do.
Check it out.
A couple of news items to talk about. A couple of days, a while back on the show, I think was it when Retta was on? We found out this thing online, this girlfriend pillow that they are now selling. They were selling it at Sears, but Sears.com had sold out of it. There's a company called DeluxeComfort.com, which sent us the girlfriend pillow. We ordered one. I always wanted to know what it would be like to sleep with a girl. So,
That was funny.
What's so sad to me about this girlfriend pillow is why does she have like a
That's so sexist.
It's like a dishwasher hand. It's like a dishwashing glove, and this is what really? I don't think so.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
No hand.
It's so sad. It'd be like, very sad. So there's also. It turns out, on the show, we were like, well, why there's no boyfriend pillow? It turns out there is a boyfriend pillow. We also got that. This is the boyfriend pillow, which for some reason the boyfriend pillow has clothes on it and no glove. Carol says, I have a husband and don't sleep with him. Why would I want a pillow taking up room? Yeah. So, but then Retta actually tweeted us, and she actually has the boyfriend pillow. Do we have the tweet? Oh, he's alive and well. That's Retta's boyfriend pillow. There's also a thing I saw in the news, which I found hard to believe. This Polish company, a coffin company, is trying to gin up business, and I guess they're trying to make coffins sexy. So they're having models posing with coffins, and they've made a calendar. And I don't know if you noticed, those are paint-on clothes.
That's right, and I actually thought that was a mannequin because one of the boobs were a different size. I was like, that's so weird.
That's all painted on. Oh, those are not actual clothes. Very strange. Would that make you want to use those coffins?
No, I'll be so creeped out.
Yeah. There's also a place in Australia, a cemetery, that they have a porta potty, a john, that is in the shape of a coffin, which, yeah.
Trying to bring comedy to the sadness.
I guess, yeah. Also, not the kind of thing I would want to go and step into. I don't know. Yeah. I also saw this thing online. Have you ever worked as a waitress?
No, I wish I did. That seems fun.
I worked. No, it's not fun. No, I worked as a waiter. One of my first jobs when I was in high school was one summer I was working as a waiter. I was the world's worst waiter. I worked in an outdoor restaurant in New York, and I used to beg people to not sit at my station because I was so bad. It was really hot, and I was like drenched in sweat. But having had that experience was really good because it's made me a much better tipper and very sympathetic to waiters. I would never send food back. I never complain. I never ask anything. Anyway, I saw online somebody had left a bill, and rather than tipping, this is what they had written on the bill.
That's so sad.
On the area that says tip, it says single mom, sorry. And the amount was $138. So
and that's why I'm confused.
Right.
Because you was out having a good a good time with 138, but then you're like, sorry, back to single mom mode.
Right. And on the bottom says, thank you, it was great, but still says single mom, sorry.
That
That just doesn't seem right. I don't like that.
Lots of people, lots of comments.
Yeah, if you're a single mom, why do you have a $140 tab?
that's
Said
why
John on
I'm
Facebook. If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to go out to dinner and sit down at a restaurant. I don't always leave a tip. Travis says they don't leave a tip either.
Me, last night when I was coming in, I was trying to hurry up and get money out of my pocket to tip the driver. And my dad was moving so slow to his pocket, like literally this slow to get the tip out. And I pull out all I had because I don't carry cash, and all I have is $6 measly. Then when we get into the hotel, my dad wants to tell me I had a 20 in my pocket. I'm like, but this is how you were moving to your pocket. I hate giving bad tips.
I hate it when you're out with friends and like you're sharing a cab and then it gets to be the pay, and I always immediately reach the pay, and they always pretend to. They're always like, oh, yeah, I'm reaching for my money too, you know?
It's true. Fake things are.
You have a dog, right?
I do. I have a dog. I have a pit bull. His name is X.
I love pit bulls. Oh, that's your dog?
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
isn't he really cute?
Yeah. There's a funny video that I saw online that I want to show you of basically a woman, I think it's a woman whose dog knows the difference between taking a bath and going for a walk. And the dog doesn't like to take a bath, but does like to go for a walk. So the dog has learned the difference when she asked the question of what the dog wants to do. So take a look.
Jackson, are you ready for your bath? You want a bath? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want a bath?
I love that.
And see what I love that because people don't give dogs credit.
Yeah.
And she used the exact same tone for walk and bath. And he knew the word.
Yeah.
He really knew the word. I love that.
I had my dog with me during the blackout, and we had no power, and my dog has got an eye problem, and so really can't see very well in the darkness, and so was bumping into things. So I had one flashlight, which I actually got from this show last year when we did a show about survival. So I was the worst prepared person for this blackout. You would think a guy who covers disasters for a living would have the go bag and all that. I had none of it. I'm literally, so from the show last year, one of the doomsday preppers from that show had given me this crank flashlight that was also a crank radio, and I kept it in my basement. I remembered when the power went out, I was like, oh yeah, I do have that crank light. So I went roading through it in the dark. Anyway, I found this, so all week long I was like cranking up the flashlight, and it would run low and I'd crank again. But I would have to use it for my dog, so, to like light the way for my dog, because my dog was blind. And I realized my dog has the worst breath on the planet. And something about this past week where I was very close with my dog a lot and my dog was very scared. I mean, it is the stankiest breath you have ever.
Yeah.
What?
Do you brush because I brush Nico's teeth every day.
Well, you're just anal and retentive and weird. I mean,
You don't give him the
you
greenies?
brush your dog's teeth every day?
Doesn't everybody?
No. I don't give my dog greenies.
He won't eat the greenies.
Oh.
Dogs have lived for thousands of years without having their teeth brushed. I don't understand. It's like Terrence, our executive producer, he also dresses his dog up. You don't dress your dog up, do you?
I don't, because I don't know if he'll like.
It's a pit bull.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
a
The
pit
dog
bull
will
does
kill
not.
her if he dresses
Right?
her.
No. He dresses his poor little dog up, and his dog is like needs therapy. On Monday, when we had the show during the storm, he dressed his dog in like a rain jacket, in a raincoat.
That's
Keke.
cute, though. That's really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have to get my dog some grip socks because he keeps falling on my wood floors and he like gets nervous and I'm like slowly like he's like I have to be a therapist. I'm like one step at a time, one step. And I have to lay like this little bitty throw on the ground. He like gets to it and like just stops like he's run over a big water pool.
So I'm fascinated those terms. So when you're brushing your teeth, then you bring your dog and brush your dog's teeth?
Not at the same time, but we have a special he's only 3 pounds. We have a special toothbrush.
3 pounds.
Oh my
and
God.
And every day we brush his teeth because we had to put him under because he had too
Wait,
much
you had
plaque
to put, you
build
put him
up.
under?
Oh, he had plaque build up.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. How old is your dog?
3. I don't have a life. It's all I have to do is brush my damn dog's teeth.
Yeah,
It's either that or come here.
I just
What are
don't
my
understand. I mean,
choices?
dogs have lasted for thousands of years without having raincoats and without having
Yeah, but my
galoshes.
dog's breath doesn't stink like yours.
Gotcha.
All right, well, that's true. I have no comeback to that. Listen, we got to take a quick break. We have more coming up in the first 15. Incredible video. You won't believe an armed home invasion. It was all caught on tape, and what you can do to stay safe ahead. We'll be right back.
That was hilarious. Look at you.
Welcome back. I know, I'm the palest guy on the planet.
No, you're
Yes, I am.
You're doing that look.
No, I absorb light. It's like I'm...
And I'm just over there shining.
That's what I'm going to look like when I'm dead. I look like I'm dead, basically.
Smiling.
Yes, yeah, probably. Keke Palmer is my co-host. Very excited that she is back. Always love having Keke with us. It's election day. Finally, it's going to be done one way or another, and hopefully the country will come together no matter who the president is.
Yes.
And so let's have a big voter turnout, and let's see what happens. Very excited. You voted today for the first time.
I did.
A lot of excitement. We like to follow stuff that's going on in the news, and well, actually, before I get to this news story, just another quick funny video to show you. We've been holding a contest for co-hosts, for not just celebrity co-hosts, but for viewers to win a chance to be a co-host. People have been sending in their videos to our website, andersoncooper.com, and it's going to be up to viewers to decide. And a lot of people are still submitting videos, and I think, it's till November, what's the deadline? Like 15th?
Yeah,
or so?
November 15th.
Okay, if it's not, it is now, November
Yes.
15th. So here is somebody who submitted their video, and they seem to have a lot, well, you'll see. Take a look.
Anderson, I think you should pick me to be your next co-host. I am the owner of a two-legged dog. Here he is. His name is Cyrus. And Cyrus walks in a little two-wheeled cart, like that. I'm also the owner of a three-legged dog named Festus. And hey, I even have a kitten. So please, Anderson, please, choose me to be your co-host for all of these reasons.
That's so cute.
So that's-
I love
yeah.
that.
It's sort of,
Different facts. But
I know, I love that he's like, I've got a two-legged dog and a three-legged
Right.
dog, and there's a lot going on in that apartment. So anyway, a lot of videos. We appreciate all the videos. We're going to narrow down the submissions and have the viewers, our viewers, vote for the winner. So we look forward to that. Another video that we want to show you. This is a much more serious one. There was a violent home invasion in Arizona recently. All of it was caught on tape. And home invasions, the whole idea of it really scares me. It's a big deal in California, also where you live. But the idea of somebody forcing their way into your home, it just seems like such a vulnerable time. Anyway, take a look at this home invasion. This guy went. Some folks showed up, asked for some water. He went to get them water, and then they basically forced their way in. And then I guess his wife came out. The guy's got a shotgun, it looks like, in his right hand. They go back in the house. Anyway, it ends up, they're okay. They end up okay. But I think all they got was like 2 wallets or something. But they all are armed. And then a third guy shows up to take stuff as well.
wow.
So anyway, the fact that it was all caught on tape, they've actually been able to apprehend one of the people involved in this. They haven't gotten the others yet. But joining us on the phone right now, this is the gentleman that they apprehended. Joining us on the phone right now is Deputy Tom Pina, a public information officer for the Pima County Sheriff's Department where this occurred. Appreciate you being with us, Deputy. What ultimately did they take in this home invasion?
Thanks for having me. They took 2 wallets with some cash in it and a cell phone.
And the reason I kind of wanted to show this video today is because now in this New York area, there's a lot of people with storm damage. And, there's been some stories of people pretending to be, utility workers showing up at people's homes and then robbing their homes. So what are some tips you would recommend just for folks to protect themselves if they're in their home and somebody approaches their house?
Well, most importantly, be extra cautious with any stranger that comes to your door. If the person claims to be an official of any sort, ask for their ID, because anybody who is in an official capacity will have that ID available and will be able to show you. And then, well, I guess one of the most important things is to trust your gut feeling. When in doubt, call 911 and have us come out and check them out.
Yeah, and even like a utility worker should have an ID, right?
They should.
Okay. Well, listen, Deputy Pine, I appreciate you being with us. Thanks so much, and good luck with the case. I hope you apprehend the other two.
I hate that stuff like that, because you want to be able to lend a helping hand to somebody, especially in some times like that,
Right.
like what's going on now.
Well, we also had the case in Staten Island last week where a woman was being swept away by the storm. She had her 2 children with us. Her car went off the road. She was clinging to a tree. She knocked on a guy's door in Staten Island, and the guy would not let her in.
That sucks.
Which is just, kind of unthinkable. And the guy claims he thought he didn't realize it was a woman with kids. I don't know, but it's so you hate to think that people wouldn't lend a hand. It was nice of that guy to go and get the folks water who said they wanted it. So we have a very lovely lady in the audience, Wendy, who showed me this little origami money Anderson that she made, and I just want to show that. Wendy, thank you very much for that. I really
Love
appreciate
that.
it. Very sweet. Coming up next, a mom who will stop at nothing to free her son, who she believes is wrongly convicted of murder. We'll talk to her ahead.